Just felt like a really safe, creative space, very intimate, just the three of us to make sure it was either good or bad. Hopefully good.
When we first started working together, we were really just doing these really small crew docu-style shoots. And then you fast forward to this APPA shoot, and it was really fun to do that again with Ben and with Danny, because it was like the original crew.
The American Public Power Association saw this film that Christian and I made for FMPA, and they were like, hey, we want that for us. We need to educate people on public power, why it matters.
We wanted to illustrate the dichotomy of small town and big cities. So we shot a lot of that in McPherson, Kansas, and then right here in Orlando as our bigger city or municipality.
I think APPA was a cool opportunity for us to almost script a film before identifying who the people were that we were going to speak to. And it was pretty bold. It was we need a father figure that has a child that has a medical need that if they lost power, it would be a problem. We're asking for something very specific. And then they helped us find somebody that's a customer that's as close to those. And then we went and captured them.
We just would start at 6 a.m. and end at 6 p.m. And we were just bouncing around to all these places and trying our best to do the work of a full crew with essentially 3 people.
Literally, 4 in the morning, we're getting up and we're getting the sunrise, and public power officials tending to power lines with a gorgeous sunrise in the background.
Going to a factory and being can you flicker the lights? Can you stop this robot? And that was the way that whole project went. We were able to push things in directions where it was oh wow, that's an amazing opportunity we wouldn't have gotten if we didn't ask.
The head of the power plant was do you want me to shut off the power plant and then turn it back on for you? And we're what? We would have never scripted that because we would have never expect a whole town to shut down their power in the middle of the night. Falling back on the really good plans we had, but seizing the moment.
We were able to see in some places where the characters weren't exactly what we needed. The dad character, his house was very large and his kids had moved on, so it wasn't you could really even get him as a father, interacting. We put our heads together outside and huddled and we're how do we make this work? And then he shows us his garage, and he has this incredible 2-room garage, and we're just let's just pretend he's a mechanic. And his triumphant scene is driving this car into the sunrise, and it's beautiful, and it's some of the best stuff in the film, but it's shaping reality to be what we needed it to be.
It was just very much we all care about this being good, and we can all make it good because we all know how to do all these different things, and everybody else get out of the way because we can make it good, And it was one of the first projects when I came back to Oxenfree, and that was kind of my first taste of it. And I was oh, this is awesome. I really love this part, and this feels very aligned with our approach and what we do, and this is what makes us different.
It was really a chance to flex our creative muscle doing this really cool project that won a lot of awards and ended up being, I think, one of Oxenfree's best projects. That was probably one of my favorite shoots I've ever done, not just with Oxenfree.
The small team that we brought together was able to do so much more than the sum of the parts. And another reminder, you don't need a big crew, but you do need to know what you need so that you can ask for it to make a better story. We didn't sleep a lot, but we had a lot of fun.
I think you're in love.
We're a part of your community.
Are you gonna fail?
There's no compromise.
It just gave me a voice.
We want to be best in class.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff.